Hey. Okay, look. I already know. You never met nobody like me. Never have you ever. But you gon' find out.
What's up, y'all? How y'all doing? You already know who it is. Flava Hype in the building. You see the merch? All right, so look, check this out. Here's what I wanted to talk to y'all about today. Now, movies. Y'all know that I like movies. I talked about it before. And y'all see me like the before and after. I've gone to see some movies and things like that. Yeah. And again, I'll go to the movies by myself. I do not care. I promise you, I am A-okay with it. All the time, do it. Been doing it since I was young. And I'm going to keep doing it as long as I can. All right. So the thing about the movies is I wanted to speak to y'all specifically about like remakes of either movies or making shows that were popular or cartoons that were popular back in the day into movies now. Like, it's a thing. I know people do it. I know it's been done before and all that kind of stuff. And sometimes it really works. Sometimes it might not go over as well. So I guess it just kind of depends. You kind of have to, hey, it's a crapshoot with it sometimes. But look, the reason why is because, or the reason why I'm talking about it, because I went to go see Masters of the Universe. And yep, I was big into He-Man and all that kind of stuff. I know it's like, old 80s stuff. They did reboot some of the cartoon and all that kind of stuff fairly recently. I think Netflix had a few different variations of it or something like that. I'm not blaming Netflix. I'm just saying, that they had it on their platform. And so then the movie came out, and I'm like, all right, cool. I know about He-Man, Masters of the Universe, yada, yada, yada. What are they going to do with it? How is the adaptation? I liked it a lot. I really, really did enjoy it. I honestly did. However, I got to thinking about certain things. And here's what I wanted to ask y'all about. And of course, y'all probably won't directly ask me because by the time y'all see this, it'll already be different. But how do y'all feel about remakes of certain movies, certain shows, or cartoons and things like that? Now, and so it's live action, of course, and of course there's some CGI and all that kind of stuff. But the live action movie that they make of cartoons, it's a little different. Now, obviously, they're not going to use the same type of technology from back then, so they have to upgrade everything, and the live action kind of makes it a little different. It has a little bit, it's a different flavor. All right, so again, I liked it. Some movies I think go over really well, very well with however they do it. I don't know if it has to do with the directing or the script or just, some of, I don't want to say it's the casting because it's, you do what you do. And so at that point, when it hits the movie theaters, it's about the directing and all that. So He-Man or Masters of the Universe, I thought it was good. I know, they bring video games to life. I say to life, like in the movies, they've done it with Sonic the Hedgehog, they've done it with Mario Brothers, a number of different things. They're like Doom and Resident Evil and all that kind of stuff. They've done these things, so we've seen it before. How do y'all feel about it? Are y'all okay with it? I'm cool with it. It's you can't really tell exactly how the movie's going to turn out until you see it, and then it's just subjective at that point. Some are successful as far as what they do by how they grade it as far as box office numbers and Rotten. I don't really go by Rotten Tomatoes. I don't really care about that. I'll go watch the movie anyway. But they're just deeming it success based on the box office numbers that it does and the sales of it and all that. Now that's just commercially successful. Whether it's actually a good movie, that's just the subjective thing because we all have our own criteria. So I wanted to talk to y'all about that. Now, my take is, here's one of the things that I want to talk about that. I'm not going to spoil the movie or anything, but I will say that now, a lot of the cartoons, because they did G.I. Joe, and that was a while back, G.I. Joe and then Transformers and He-Man or Masters of the Universe. I keep saying He-Man. It's He-Man and the Masters of the Universe. So when they do that, they add humor to it. And, it's kind of the thing now. And I'm saying they don't go overboard with it, but because of the fact that in the cartoon series and things like that, when we saw it, when it was initially broadcast and brought out to us, They didn't really have all that humor. It wasn't quite like that. It had maybe one or two little things in there, but now they're adding humor to it to, I guess, lighten it up a little bit. Because sometimes if it's something like that, you'll have a figure, you know, like say for instance, Skeletor from Masters of the Universe. He wasn't really a funny character. He wasn't about the jokes. He was about, you know, taking over and doing his thing. And I want to rule them all, yada, 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 just doing that. But in the movie, they add some humor. And it kind of makes it cheesy some, but I'm not really saying it's bad to be that. Like, I get it. They can't have it so dark. Otherwise, it might be a little different, and it might not go over well with some of the kids as far as them watching it if Skeletor were just so dark and just stayed there with it. He might be a little bit more scary. But if he's making jokes and you can see some of the expressions, it's a little more family friendly. You know what I mean? So, like, I get why they do that. And it generally was, you know, kind of funny to me. But I understand that, okay, they're adding the humor because it kind of is something that has to be there to lighten it and make it more family friendly. If you can laugh about it, then that's fine. If you just watch this, sometimes it's just about the action, and that's cool, but some of those comedic elements have to be added there to kind of break it up a little bit, kind of have a little space between it. Drama, cinema, comedy. Serious, drama, action, comedy. Just sprinkle it in there, like sprinkle it, season it, but don't saturate it, you know what I'm saying? So that's my take on it. But like I said, I did enjoy it. And, you know, even though sometimes they don't necessarily follow what we remember the cartoon being like, and they'll kind of add things to the story to make it, to, I guess, create something about it so they can exhibit their creative vision for the project, for the film. If it's a franchise like the Transformers, you know, they've had a few different movies already. They've had like, what, 5, 6 or whatever, however many they've had, and there's another one coming out. So it's done well enough to warrant another sequel, and they kept doing it. So it's like, okay, so I'll see what they do with the Masters of the Universe, and, you know, they had G.I. Joe, Masters, Transformers, a few different ones. I really want them to do a great live action adaptation of Voltron. And the Voltron with the lions, not the one with all the vehicles and all that. I thought that was kind of dumb. I mean, I get it, okay, it's a different Voltron, but nah, that wasn't the Voltron I was cool with. I like the lions, those 5 lions. Let's get it going. You know what I'm saying? So I like that Voltron. If they're going to do that, I think they are going to do that, as a matter of fact. I heard, I did hear something about it, and I'm not going to talk too much about it, but I heard that they are, it's in the works. It's in the works. I'll put it like that. And on top of that, there was another, Thundercats. If they get a Thundercats, come on, Thundercats. You got, look, if y'all gonna bring some stuff from the 80s and bring it to now and do this live action thing with it, let's go. You did the G.I. Joe, you did Transformers, just did Masters of the Universe, and if Voltron is in the works, that's another one, and also Thundercats. That's like the 5 main ones that I remember that I was really, really like into, and I watched to know a little bit of something about. There's some other ones here and there, but I'm like, I don't know. It might be all right. I mean, you know, of course, you see the Smurfs. But yeah, a lot of those are really good, and they're great, the good family ones. And some of the action movies or action cartoons that we remember seeing, the G.I. Joes, the Transformers, you know, Thundercats and Voltron and all that, the live action ones. I think they are doing well with adding some humor to it to make it a little bit lighter, because if it's all just action, it's like, it might not be all that great for the kids. I mean, it'll still be okay for the kids, but they might have to change the rating if it was just so much violence, and they didn't add the humor to break it up, to make it seem a little bit lighter, make it seem that way. So I get why they do it. I'm not mad at that at all. But what are y'all thinking about the live action one? What would y'all like to see remade? Like, for real, some of the cartoons or maybe even some old video games that you really, really like, that were really, really huge and popular games. I know they've done some video game adaptations already, but what are some of the ones that you really want to see? And you're like, oh, I wish they would do that one. It's a big game, and I want to see that one done for real. So y'all let me know. Flava Hype.
I see you, but you don't see me. But you will see me when I decide to show my face. I'm coming for you. My stamina is endless. 99.9% of the time I break down all your defenses. It's always a matter of when, never a matter of if. Funny thing is, if it weren't for life, I wouldn't have a reason to live. You try to avoid me, but I am everywhere. You never know when I will come for you, so you are never prepared. You can say that you're ready. We all know that is a lie. We all know where you want to go, but you only get there if you die. So let's stop all the nonsense. Bringing you to the other side is my conquest, my whole mission, my ambition. I exist to end existence. I'm inexpensive, I'm infinite. I persist with no infringement, and I am able to counteract creation without any henchmen. That's right, solo assassin. At any range it happens. Insatiable ingestion, consider me life's Komodo dragon. But you become part of me, serving a greater purpose. The reason you're buried is because it's blissfully better beneath the surface. From across the globe, face to face, I'm all encompassing, I do not discriminate. Every being, every species, every gender and race will all succumb to the discomfort of my cold embrace. Sickle aside, sickle aside, sickle aside, sickle aside. There's no price because I am included with life, included with life. Sickle aside, sickle aside, sickle aside, sickle aside. There is no price because I am included with life, including. We're all piddling, mindless. I give you peace and life, you won't find it. So the search is timeless, forever forward, can never rewind it. Death certificate already signed it. Lead from the front, I'm always behind it. Never have to worry about me because I overstand the assignment. I'm only here for forever. The distance I cover just cannot be measured. You ever envision an enigmatic entity that evolves on ethereal levels? I wallow in sickness, I thrive in poverty. Wherever death and destruction are present, I show my sovereignty. The blood and gore power me forevermore. If there is a being that dares to bear light, I swear I'll settle the score. Can I be reasoned with, can I be bribed? I'm not the Grim Reaper, I'm the unalive. I am the avatar for quiet, the sickle aside, there's never survivors. From across the globe, face to face, I'm all encompassing, I do not discriminate. Every being, every species, every gender and race will all succumb to the discomfort of my cold embrace. Sickle aside, sickle aside, sickle aside, sickle aside. There's no price because I am included with life, included with life. Sickle aside, sickle aside, sickle aside, sickle aside. There is no price because I am included with life, included. It's only a matter of time. I'm coming for you. When you see the sickle aside, there's nothing you can do. It's only a matter of time. I'm coming for you. When you see the sickle aside, there's nothing you can do.
What up, y'all? What's going on? Flava Hype in the building. Anyway, yo, what I'm doing now, I wanted to kind of let y'all in on something I got coming up. A couple things, I guess. So there's gonna be music, yes. So that's kind of my main thing, the music anyway. But what I'm doing is right now I'm actively putting in, setting up some of the songs that I have. They're like, some of them are a little bit older, and I don't know why. I guess because I got excited about some of the newer songs I was doing. I didn't really think about some of the older stuff that y'all might not hear. Now, everything that I have that y'all haven't heard is going to be new to you, but to me it's kind of old. But I'm like, I need to put the music out because why would I like not supply y'all with music? I mean, some of the artists that I like, I want to hear their music too, whether it's old or whatever, stuff that I haven't heard. So it could be some of my favorite songs from them, even if it's older to them. So what I'm doing now is putting that together. I'm putting like an EP together. That's I think it'll be 5. Well, it's 4 songs technically, but one of them is a radio edited version. So that's another version. So that counts as another track. So there's that EP, but this one's going to be kind of a very adult themed project.
you know, and it's like all the songs are gonna have to kind of they don't have to, but they kind of deal with that. And I know it's like but since I made the songs, I'm just gonna put it out there and present it. Some people might like it, you know, whatever. So I still think they're good songs. It's just I hadn't thought about putting them out and presenting them to you in a way that I'm gonna do now. So I'm loading it all up. Then I have to set a release date. I think I'm settled in on a release date, and it's kind of significant as to why it's the release date that it is. So I'm putting this together, putting all the metadata in for the release, and then I'll figure out some kind of, or I hire one of my guys, one of my dudes that does my cover art to come up with something, and then kind of put that as a cover art for the EP, and then have it released like that. So yeah, I have a bunch of other stuff coming out too. Some of the newest songs that I have coming out. I already have a couple of people, some artists, some dance artists who have kind of agreed to put some of their their expressive art to the music that I have coming out. So they're gonna like put some dances to it, some choreography to some of the songs. And I'm like very appreciative because, you know, a collaborative effort, you know, their fans, the people that they like, their friends and all that, they might become fans of mine as well, and vice versa. So some of the other artists that I know, if they see what they're doing with my songs, they might, you know, hook them up with some business on that end, just to make sure that they're spreading, you know, and all this cross collaboration and everything. So, you know, expanding. I mean, it can, you know, reach across the world. You never know who these other artists know. And so if they see a video of mine that has another artist that they like, and like, oh man, or another image of that, some dancing, like, who did that? I'm like, hey, it's this person right here. Link up with them and then get them involved with your music as well, because you're going to grow your fan base, you know, doing stuff like that. And so it's the networking, yes, and introducing your music to, or whatever art it is, to other people. So you never know who it can reach. And I never knew that it would be the way it is. It's just, you know, I'm appreciative of it and I love it. I mean, sometimes I'm able to help some other artists out to get their word out and get their art and spread it around, and vice versa. So it's all about, you know, those connections, networking, doing good business, building good relationships, and expanding your reach to other people around the world. So, you know, I'm putting this together right now. I have actually 2 that I'm going to be putting out. I don't know when the other one is. The EP is what I'm working on right now, but I do have like a full album I'm going to put out as well, and some other newer singles. So, you know, y'all be on the lookout. Flava Hype. Yeah.
Hey, y'all know about it. The world knows about it. It's the States, baby. Yeah. You don't want to mess with the military. We got this. Let's go, y'all. Just in case y'all don't know who we are for real. Come on, all of it on lock. Let me talk to you. Wonder with us, you better rethink your strategy. We ain't taking L's, you gotta be at your faculties. Enemies foreign or domestic, we squad up. Your attack plan is dismantled soon as it's brought up. We him, we them, we fight, we win, we fly, we march, we run, we swim. Every method of offense, we lock. Don't nobody want U.S. military is the out. I'm telling you, it's a bad plan. You packing the pew pew, we bringing the bam bam. It ain't all about the muscle because mind over matter, but sometimes you gotta have the muscle when it's time to splatter. You can get clapped up, you can get beat down. No matter what shape you're in, our circle's always around. Dropping in from the clouds, creeping in from the beaches, so you will never know what the extent of our reach is. Army, the Air Force, the Navy, the Marines, Space Force, Coast Guard, locked and loaded. Fire on. The Army, the Air Force, the Navy, the Marines, Space Force, Coast Guard, locked and loaded. Fire on. 1371 and 1302, the whole 03 series of Marines come through. 11 bang bang and that 12 Bravo. Whoever gets a call that you wanna brawl, we all go. Anywhere on the planet, we get you where you exist. Even deep in the ocean, we got them GI fish. Not sneaking up on us, we got every coast locked. Pulling you deep underwater, you never gon' reach the top. You ain't prepared for us, we send it in the Air Force. Me, Miniman 3 is about to sing you a chorus. And if you think about going to outer space, the guardians of our galaxy right there in your face. We got Marine Raiders, SEAL, Rangers, 24 special tactics, you can't evade us. Maritime security security response with the codes. For you are willing to please, but we are willing to go. The Army, the Air Force, Navy, the Marines, Space Force, Coast Guard, locked and loaded. Fire on. The Army, the Air Force, Navy, the Marines, Space Force, Coast Guard, locked and loaded. Fire on. It may seem that I'm psychotic, the way I'm so patriotic. Like when I say I think you're planning to attack is something ironic. You might have a fast attack, but I clap back, it's supersonic. Get up in you like colonic, leave you crying like you colic. We ain't gon' babysit you, knock your block off when we hit you. If allies call for support, we help fix the issue. Smoking from miles away or drown you up close. If we decide to shoot you up, we gon' make sure you overdose. The Army, the Air Force, Navy, the Marines, Space Force, Coast Guard, locked and loaded. Fire on. The Army, the Air Force, Navy, the Marines, Space Force, Coast Guard, locked and loaded. Fire on.
Yo, what up, y'all? It's Flava Hype. Look, real quick, I just wanted to kind of touch bases with y'all a little bit about what I'm doing now. And y'all, I don't know, a little malt or something in here. Anyway, yo, so I'm on my computer now, and I know I talked about this song, maybe Asphalt and Rubber. Y'all might know about it or remember me talking about it. But song about car racing and the race culture and all that kind of stuff, you know, speed, adrenaline and all that. I got like a list of some emails to some colleges, like college radio stations and things like that, that, you know, the song kind of fits that culture. And if they're like into like racing culture and types of things like that. So I have like the emails and some of the colleges, the college radio stations. So I'm kind of sending the song out to them, emailing it out to them, kind of giving them a little breakdown of the things I might like to be considered for, would love to be considered for what they would do, what they probably could potentially include me in for the culture and, you know, getting exposure for the song and would help, you know, boost whatever it is they're trying to do at the same time. So it kind of helps us both. I know they probably, you know, they have an established arena for what they're doing, and I could probably add a little bit more to it with that type of song because it's a song that fits that. So that's what I'm really trying to go for. So I'm sending the emails out to them now, and just kind of, you know, have like a little, like the body of emails, like, hey, introduce myself and all that kind of stuff. Just kind of saying, this is what I think the song will be good for. It kind of fits, you know, what you guys might be really enjoying and what you might be trying to do, and, you know, bring some more attention, bring a new flavor to it. So yeah, so that's what I'm doing. And, you know, I've sent out a few, well, not sending them out, but I'm like sending one, and then, you know, it'll be like a mass email, but not like where everyone gets CC'd on it. I get like the BCC on it, and then, you know, just kind of go from there. So hopefully something will happen. You never know. You know, I'm just kind of putting the music out there, shooting my shots at, you know, radio stations, you know, businesses and things like that. Potentially something could happen. You know, you gotta, hey, you never know. Just try it, shoot it. You're never gonna hit the shot if you don't take the shot. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm trying to do right now. So I'll keep y'all posted about, you know, anything that might happen with it, or if I get any connections, any contacts, any replies, and if they get, you know, get wind of it, because I uploaded or put in the email also the Spotify link for the song so they can hear it. Obviously they'll want to listen to the song and see if it fits. So hopefully something will happen, man. Prayers up. Yeah, Flava Hype.
Hey, on the real, we gon' get it. We gon' get them up. Let's take it to the street. But I'm talking about that place where asphalt and rubber meet. You know what I'm saying? Put your cars on the starting line and let's go. Let's get it. Fit check. Drip wet splash. Put it all together like a Lego set to get camera ready. Flash. Adrenaline addiction, follow me to the finish line. If you're not first, you're last is what I live by. I'm moving like Wally West with it. Have my whole heart just beating up on my chest with it. Need the speed to feed my greed. Increase of the please concede the feed. MPH is more and more. Gas pedal past the floorboard. Horse, power the more the merrier. Amp when approaching the sound barrier. Take a place way back in my rear view. Posted the speed, I don't always spin you. RPMs in my soundtrack. If I'm in a bad mood, pound that. Watch it quickly, I bounce back. Lost my cool till I found that. Now I know what to do when it's time to get right. I ain't never up another, I don't want to fist fight. When I say I want that smoke, I'm talking about that exhaust pipe. We skate, we slide, we talking, no, we ride. We racing up the
starting, Lord. Let's take it to the track. Let's take it to the street. Let's take it to the place where asphalt and rubber meet. We skate, we slide, we talking or we ride. We racing up, debating, get on your mark and starting, Lord. Let's take it to the track. Let's take it to the street. Let's take it to the place where asphalt and rubber meet.
Losing to me, tell me how I feel. Switch gears and heels from behind the wheel. Straight line hustle, give me that muscle. Think I get the itch, well, I'm ready to flush you. When it comes to racing, I'm Ando. Always first place, ipso facto. I eat up space, check a fag on the menu. Speedometer says to be continued. Macari, that's how I move. I got a left foot that ain't gon' do right. Quick silver ain't got a chance. A-train don't make me laugh. The only way y'all boys won't catch me is I'm driving and y'all sitting in the backseat. Y'all just fighting for place number 2. That's the best she could do whenever I come through. Bad, she collecting blue ribbons, L's and autographs, all I'm giving. Make sure you get in position, cause if you blink, you just might miss it. Yes, I am a speed demon. If I'm even, I am leaving. Stats don't lie and I don't either. Check my record if you don't believe it.
We skate, we slide, we talking or we ride. We racing or debating, get on your mark and start to ride. Let's take it to the track. Let's take it to the street. Let's take it to the place where asphalt and rubber meet. We skate, we slide, we talking or we ride. We racing or debating, get on your mark and start to ride. Let's take it to the track. Let's take it to the street. Let's take it to the place where asphalt and rubber meet.
We can learn a lot from the squirrel, but do you know where all your nuts are? You need a plan and a right-hand man. Learn how you can achieve FIRE, gain financial independence, and retire early. Call Lucas Thomas, your right-hand man in financial planning today at 602-885-1148 or visit rhmreal.com.
The Pride and Egos line of athletic wear is a brand that tells a story about people representing individuality, diversity, equality. Everybody's got our own story. What's your story?
Hey. Okay, look. I already know. You never met nobody like me. Never have you ever. But you gon' find out. First off, I'm not your average Negro. I heard the beat, a pencil grabbed me and said, here we go. I was with it as soon as I heard the strings in and Johnny Storm lit it up.
Thank you for watching this week's episode of Believe the Hype. And remember, don't believe the hype unless it's Flava Hype.